Hi everyone! For today's Flashback Friday palette, I'm actually going to use two. I am going to be using the Colourpop, that's Taupe, 9-pan palette. This is what it looks like. Really pretty. Still available also, $14 on Colourpop's website. And then also, I'm going to use a color or two in the Baroque, whatever it is. This is what this one looks like, another 9-pan palette, and this one is still available as well. So I'll be using this one for sure, and probably this one as well. Do a quick little look using these two palettes. I've purchased mine a long time ago. Obviously this one's all dirty, but I really do like Colourpop's products. They just come out with so many of them at times, and it gets overwhelming for a lot of people. Please excuse my mess behind. Yeah, 2 Pepsis. Not so good. It's been one of those weeks. I broke out too. Look at that. Terrible, terrible. Anyway, I'm getting off track. Let's go ahead and get started with this look. I am taking a Royal and Langnickel brush, which I have no idea what the name of it is. I bought it in a set quite a while ago. And I am going to use the shade Boa. And I am just placing this above my crease. In back and forth motions. I did prime my eyes using the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion in anti-aging. I hope you guys have all had a wonderful week. I tell you, mine's been chaotic, but it's all good. It's just busy at work and all kinds of stuff. I'm going to do the other eye. I'll be right back. With a Luxie 207 brush, I'm going to use the shade Pebble Beach. This I am making sure a little bit closer to that crease, slightly above. Do you guys have any fun plans for this weekend? Not that we really can do too much, but well, depending on where you live. I'm gonna have my granddaughter tomorrow night and Saturday day and afternoon. So I am excited. I really enjoy her. She's the light of my life. I did wipe the excess off of this brush, and I'm going to go into the shade Python. And this is going right at the crease. And I dip into my eyeshadows up to 3-4 times, just depending on how dark I want my eyes or the color to be. Not necessarily because the shadows are bad, and I usually don't put very much on my brush to begin with. I would rather work it in and go deeper as I go. start light and continue going a little bit darker. With a Guerlain Tools 781 brush, I am going into the shade Bedrock. And this I am focusing on the outer part of the eye. And slightly above. I just want to make sure it's a little bit more of a defined line there, and I can fix that up a little bit more once I've finished placing the color. Going back to that Royal and Langnickel brush again and back into Boa. Just ensuring I don't have like a really sharp edge on the eye look itself. And grabbed one of my little swabs that I got from Target. Just going along the edge here, clean that up. There we go. With a Luxie 200 brush is what I think it says, I'm going into the shade Snake Eyes. Just tapping that midway through the eye lid. And then I'm just tapping and blending it in to the dark shade. On the other side of that brush, or with the other side of that brush, I'm going to use the shade Slated. Placing that right next to that other color towards the inner eye, and just doing tapping motions to blend. With my Luxie 246 brush, I'm going to go into the shade Rocksteady. Just going to go under my lower lash line. With a Chanel number 23 brush, I'm going into the other palette, and I am going to use the shade Stunner. It's going to be this one right here. And this, I'm just going to follow that little edge I made. I've grabbed a brush that doesn't have a name or a brand name. It's just one of the flat ones. It's a little flatter than that Chanel. I'm going back into that Color Stunner. And this time I'm going right under my lower lash line. I'm going to finish up the other eye and then finish up both eyes with liner and mascara, and I will come back on and show you the finished look. I'm going to dim the lights just a little bit. I think they got a little bit too bright. It's washing me out. There, I look like a normal person. So here is the finished look. I really like this. I could have just left it with the brown and it could have been just an everyday wearable one. This is still everyday wearable for me. Let's get that straight. But for someone who may want to smoke something up, go a little bit more neutral during the day and then have plans at night, just add some blue liner. And you don't need this palette. If you have any color blue that's kind of a cooler blue, it'll work. But this palette is just so pretty. I like neutrals, and you can always just bump it up, like I said, with another color. I could have used like a cooler green or something like that, just whatever my mood would have been. Today it was just a blue. I finished this look up with the Clinique Quick Liner for Eyes Intense, and this is in the shade Intense Midnight, and I used that on my upper and lower waterline. For my mascara, I used the Maybelline Temptation. Oh, Maybelline Total Temptation, my bad. And this is in the shade Very Black. On my lips, I used the Dominique Cosmetics. Let's see. I used the Dominique Cosmetics Creamy Fill and Define Lip Liner, and this one is in the shade Crush. This is what this one looks like. Got this in my Boxycharm. I'll link that video up above if you haven't seen it yet. So I did line and fill my lips with that one, and then I just dabbed a little bit of the Pat McGrath something or other. Her glosses in this one is in the shade Dreamscape. It's very pretty. Very pretty. I do hope that you liked this look and it gives you some sort of inspiration. You don't have to go and buy any of the eyeshadow palettes that I mention in these Flashback Friday palettes. And I'm not going to always find the palettes that are still available, but for Colourpop, this one is still available. These are $14, a little bit more reasonably priced than some other palettes. But honestly, if you have any type of palette with this color story, you'd be able to achieve this look and just add a blue or a pop of a darker color. I want to thank you for spending some time with me today, or this evening, whenever you're spending time with me. I truly appreciate it. I am just so very grateful and appreciate each and every single one of you more than you could possibly ever know. You guys really do just bring a smile to my face. Your comments, watching my videos, encouragement. I can never express enough gratitude. I can never express enough gratitude for everything that you do for me. If you're new here, thank you for taking a chance and watching this video. If you like my content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button that's right down below there. And you guys, there is a thumbs up button. If you wouldn't mind clicking on that, it does help me out. I have a goal I want to reach this year. Anyway, I hope you guys have a fabulous weekend. Go have fun. Go outside. Live life. Anyway, you guys, stay safe. Stay safety. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Be kind to one another. And I will see you in my next video. That will be real soon. Bye, guys. Much love.